Okay, so I love this segment. This is rapid fire news, news pieces that I've found that I think don't deserve like a whole long discussion about it, but I still want to bring up to you guys. So let me see what comments that you guys have to say, and then I'm gonna get right into the news topics. I have three small stories here that's very interesting. So a lot of people still want to talk about Doom. uh, March 2024 is going to be stacked for movies. Yeah, it is. I was personally confused about the first movie, but hopefully the second movie can be a lot better. Interesting. I wonder why you were confused. So, with rapid fire news, the first news topic I have that's rapid fire is something for anime fans, or something that might scare anime fans, that My Hero Academia is getting a live action adaptation on Netflix. It was rumored maybe a year ago or so that this was happening, but there was no concrete thing like the Yu Yu Hakusho and Avatar, but it looks like it's happening. This is coming from Collider. They got to interview one of the writers for Legacy of the Monarch on Apple TV Plus, part of the MonsterVerse, and they asked him about it because I'm gonna just read it. It says, before we start on Monarch, which I'm a huge fan of, I need to ask you an individual question. I looked on Always Accurate IDMB. The writer Joby Harrell said, always accurate. Always accurate. I saw your name with My Hero Academia. Is it actually something you're working on? Is it real? Harrell says, yes, it is. Absolutely. It's something I'm working on and love working on. I'm excited to do it and get it out there. It's a big one. You know, one of my favorite animes, My Hero Academia. If you've not watched it, watch it. It's fantastic. Is this live action? What is this version of it? How I can speak to the fact that it's live action, and I think that's probably all I can speak out to, but it's a big deal in my life. I'm really enjoying it. So it's something you've actively worked on. Yes, got it. I'm really looking forward to it. I know what it is, and I know how popular it is. It's amazing. It's an amazing opportunity, and I'm really excited about it. Yes, so that's basically it. I just wanted to talk about that because I think that's a super big deal. My Hero Academia is getting a live action adaptation. We don't know if it's going to be a show. It should be a show. Do not do a movie. Or if it's going to be a movie, I think it really should be a show. I think there's a big opportunity for this to be phenomenal and just knock out a lot of superhero television out of the water, because I think My Hero Academia is some of the best superhero content we have. Maybe nothing is really touching it really at all. Like, I love Invincible, but I don't think it's better than My Hero. I love a lot of the Marvel shows. I don't think it's touching My Hero. Yeah, I think that is a possibility that it could be great. I gotta check out what they do with Yu Yu Hakusho. I gotta check out what they do with Avatar: The Last Airbender. If those are solid, because I heard One Piece is great. A lot of the One Piece fans love the One Piece live action, but I never watched One Piece, so I don't have any opinions on that. Though anime, I have to say. But the live action My Hero, I love this anime so much, so I'm really, really excited to see what they do with this. Season 6 of the anime came out this year, and it was one of my favorite seasons of for this year, so I'm really excited to see what they do. Chat, how do you guys feel about My Hero Academia coming to live action? Are you worried? Are you excited? Are you worried that it's Netflix doing it? Are you worried about the Legacy of Monarch writer writing it? I heard people like the writing on that show. Tell me what you guys think. And if you're watching this on replay or chopped up, drop your comments down below as well. Let's see what the chat has to say in general. I'm definitely going to read the second Dune book. Dune is my #1 movie of next year. Nice. I guess because I didn't read the book. But I don't think you need to read the book to understand the movie. I think they explained everything in it. My favorite current anime. I'm with you. Well, Attack on Titan, but I guess Attack on Titan is done, so now it's My Hero. I think Attack on Titan is my favorite. Yeah, I've been wanting a lot of anime lately, but never watched any My Hero Academia. Should I dive in? You should dive. Well, first of all, welcome to the live stream, Sully. Thank you, Sully, for being here. One of my favorite YouTubers to watch. Go check him out. He just ranked all the Hayao Miyazaki films. Great video. Well, let me not say that. I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it and comment it, but I know it's a great video because he makes great content. But I've watched other stuff from him. You definitely should watch My Hero. I think it's one of the most accessible animes. I think that if you love comic book content and superhero stuff, that you will love this. It's not hard to get into it, and it just plays with so many tropes and elevates them, and it's just such a great show. Andrea Braw has passed away. Oh, I'm not sure who that is. Um, but let me see on Treya Lawyer. BA. How do you spell his name? BA. Oh, bro. Okay. BRAG. Well, I don't know who he is. Oh, he was he was the police captain from the black guy. Oh my god, I didn't know. Oh, I'm sad to hear that. Every time I seen him, he was really, really funny. I'm gonna give it like a 10-second silence for him. Yeah, hopefully, condolences to his family, his friends, his loved ones, and everybody. That's terrible. I'm really sad to hear that. I've never heard of it, but I hope Legacy the Monarch gets a second season. You should definitely check out My Hero Academia. It's phenomenal. Thanks for the kind words, Zach. The feeling is mutual. Yes. What, Captain Holt? That's terrible. He's an amazing actor. Yeah. Yeah, he was only 61. That's so young, and he looked younger than that. He looked amazing. Yeah, that's really, really sad. Woof. Okay. Well, hopefully, like I said, he's remembered for his phenomenal roles, and he remembered as a great person, and he's honored, and his family's honored, and everything like that. So transitioning into another interesting rapid fire topic is going to be about Netflix takes big data transparency step, releasing viewing numbers for 18,000 titles. This is part of what the writer strike and the actor strike, and part of what they were fighting for is for them to release the data for these shows and movies, so these actors know what is going on and what they should be getting paid for. And that's why I wanted to bring it up, because we were so focused on the actor and writer strike for so long, and we're kind of starting to finally see a result, something that came out of it. It doesn't feel like it was just for no reason. So this is coming from Hollywood Reporter. Netflix takes big data transparency step, releasing viewing numbers for 18,000 titles. Netflix has taken its biggest step toward data transparency yet, with the release of an exhaustive list of viewing time on the platform in its first half of 2023. The list includes worldwide viewing for more than 18,000 movies and seasons of TV, 18,214 to be exact, between January and June. Those 18,214 titles all have had at least 50,000 hours of viewing over those 6 months, encompassing about 99% of all viewing on Netflix. VP Strategy and Analyst Lauren Smith told reporters during a presentation of the data on Tuesday, "It is the deepest dive into viewing that Netflix or any streamer has ever made." Among the highlights is The Night Agent, was the biggest title on Netflix in the first half of 2023. Really, really interesting. I heard about The Night Agent, but I never heard anyone talk about The Night Agent. So it's interesting that it's the biggest show of the 2023 for the first half of it, racking up 812 million hours of viewing. That's insane. Can you imagine being an actor and be like, hey, my show got 800 million views hours? Come on, give me something. Season 2 of Ginny and Georgia, which is another show no one talks about but always gets high viewings, 665 million hours, followed by Korean drama Glory. That's nice. International market, like I always say, Netflix is always promoting, 622.8 million hours. Wednesday ranked 4th with 50.7 million hours of viewing. And the way Wednesday was hyped up, you would have thought it would have been number 1. Despite it being released it was released last year. It was number 1 last year. It was released November last year, but really carried over into the next year. The company using total hours viewed in its report as a way to measure engagement by rather than views formula. Total viewing hours divided by running time. It employs to compare titles in its weekly top 10 lists. Original series and movies dominate the top of the chart, but Smith said the split between original and licensed titles were more even. About 55% of the viewing was of original, and 45% was from licensed shows. So people watch more original Netflix content than licensed stuff, but it's pretty close. Suits, which dominated the Nielsen US streaming charts for much of the summer and fall, had a combined 599 million hours. Why another million people couldn't watch it so it could have been a flat 600? Viewing worldwide on Netflix across 9 seasons. The show's first season ranked highest among coming 67th place with 129 million hours. Seemed like some people dropped off after the first season. At the other end, a little bit more than 20% of the titles on Netflix, 3,813 in all, had very little viewing. The company rounded them to 100 hours, but they would fall between 50,000 and 149 hours. Barely a drop in the streamers, more than 100 billion total hour viewings for 6 months. So only 3,000 of all the 18,000 had little viewing. That's a lot of people watching a lot of different shows. As for the timing of data release, Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos said the company has been on a continuum of becoming more transparent as the streaming business has matured. Yeah, okay. Early on, he said it wasn't in our interest to be that transparent because we were building a new business and we didn't want to give any competitors a roadmap. That makes sense. Creators liked it too because they were free from the pressure of ratings. Sarandos acknowledged, though, that Netflix's lack of transparency eventually had the unintended consequence of creating an atmosphere of mistrust over time. This is probably more information than you need, but it creates a better environment for us and for the guilds, who want some key concessions on data transparency in setting labor strikes this year for producers and creators and for the press. Netflix plans continue issuing seminal reports for his viewing time, but Sarandos said he wasn't sure other streamers would follow his company's lead. Netflix has the advantage of being the oldest and biggest platform. They're all running their business as they see fit, and they're all in different places in their existence. We're told that we thought very differently about it 10 years ago too. Netflix top 20 titles for the first half of 2023. Night Agent, Ginny and Georgia, The Glory, Wednesday, Queen Charlotte, You. Hey, You! I love that. Season 4 was so good. La Reina del Sora, never heard of it. Outer Banks, I've heard of. Ginny and Georgia was on here again. Fubar, Manifest, Kaleidoscope. Oh, I like Kaleidoscope. Firefly Lane, another show I never see anybody talk about. The Mother. Oh, that was Jennifer Lopez. Okay, they made it up here. That's big. Physical, Crash Course in Romance, Love is Blind, Beef, yes, good for Beef. The Diplomat, which got renewed, and Luther, Fallen Son. So that's all that data. Did any of your movies make it? Is there anything here that you guys were like, oh, that's really interesting? Or do you not care that they're releasing data? Are you happy that they're being more transparent about what's going on? Or you're like, oh, this doesn't really help me? I think this is great for the producers, the actors, and all these people to understand what's going on and why this show got canceled or not. And it shows that, like, okay, so only 3,000 shows did bad. So I guess that's the 3,000 that got canceled. I don't know. But yeah, I find that very interesting. I love seeing stats for stuff, especially in the space that we work in. And Netflix is the biggest streaming service. So it's exciting that they're leading the way. Let's see what you guys have to say. I've seen the list, and I'm not sure what I expected to be on the list, but I was pretty surprised what I saw other than Wednesday. Yeah, there's a lot of these shows that I personally haven't seen. Like, you would think something like The Witcher would be on there, Stranger Things, and other things like that, but people move on real fast on Netflix. Hey, Frisky, thank you for joining the live stream. What up, man? Oh, and Part Minded, hey, man, thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you for retweeting my tweet about this live stream. I always appreciate the support on the Twitters. Do you think all streaming services will do that or just Netflix? I think for a long time it will just be Netflix. Eventually they're going to have to show some of this information. They can't keep hiding it. I don't think Disney will ever do this, or WB. Hey, Netflix thought they were never going to do it, and eventually they had to. Because I would really like to know what the viewing is for Hours of Dragons when it comes back. Oh, you mean House of Dragons? Yeah, that's interesting. You can definitely check Nielsen's chart, which one day I'll start incorporating if I do. Yeah, I'll start incorporating one day in my What's Next or my box office talk. I'm just, I'm still developing the show. But Nielsen's chart, you can definitely check that. Didn't Ozark finish this year? No, Ozark finished. Ozark didn't. I didn't watch Ozark this year. If Ozark finished this year, I would definitely have had that on my list. No, that Ozark finished in 2022. Or Ozark finished last year. In April last year. Have you seen it? It's like, I don't care. I do care. I like to know what's going on aside my little bubble. Yeah. and then we can be informed. A lot of people get outraged all the time. Oh, why is this happening? Well, now you know. These are the shows that people are watching. Your show, your little show that you like, people are not watching. That's why I got canceled. I would really like to know what Last of Us viewing was. It did okay, based on Nielsen charts, but that's something that I can add. Are you guys interested in me adding Nielsen to part of the box office breakdown? Attack of the box office, showing like what's going on with streaming and your shows on streaming. Let me know. Drop a comments in. If you're watching this after, drop a comment down below. Let me know. If you're in the live chat, let me know if you're interested in me adding that. I'll see what I can do. Hey man, hope you're having a good stream. Movie time minute DJ. He's back, baby. He's back, baby. Thank you for joining the live stream, man. I appreciate you being here. I am having an amazing live stream now that you're here. Let's move on to the next hot topic. Did I switch it already? Yes, I did. Okay, so the next one is not huge, but I thought this was interesting. Marvel announces an Eyes of Wakanda animated series. So we're getting some animated stuff from Marvel that connects to the MCU. We already got What If. We're getting the newly rebranded Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. We're getting Marvel Zombies. But now we're getting Eyes of Wakanda. There was an announcement that Ryan Coogler made that we were getting a Wakanda show, and I thought it was going to be live action, but I guess they decided to do it animated. So this is coming from Deadline. And it says, at an event last night promoting the upcoming season of What If series, Marvel revealed it has another animated show in the works that's a spin-off. Well, that's a spin on a classic IP, Eyes of Wakanda. The reveal was part of a surprise teaser reveal presented by Marvel Studios head of streaming, television, and animation, Brad Winderbaum. Here's what the short logline. Throughout Wakanda history, brave warriors have been tasked to travel the world retrieving dangerous vibranium artifacts. This is their story. Sorry. One can imagine the possibilities, especially for the Dora Milaje, the elite group of warriors who serve the all-female special forces of Wakanda, who in the films are led by Danai Gurira. That is the quickfire news. We're getting a Black Panther animated show. I think that the premise is dope. They have so much history to go off of, filling in some blanks, doing some things for Wakanda that I wish the movies could. And I think this show could be dope. I said dope a lot of times. I hope the animation is really, really great. I hope it's not like What If, and like What If animation's okay. But I think that Wakanda show could definitely have some fantastic animation. It'd be great if Danai Gurira comes back to play her character. It would be great if Lupita Nyong'o comes back to play her character. And it'd be great to see if some of those Dora Milaje girls that were in the Black Panther shows and stuff like that, but they didn't get to talk much, they get to voice characters and have more to do. I think all that would be awesome. And I think they could take a lot of stuff from the comic books and adapt it here. So I'm really, really, really excited about that. Kenny Sparks is as well. Let's go! Yeah, I would definitely be interested in that. Nice. Black Panther. Yeah, more Black Panther content, man. We haven't got enough. I'm here for that. Yeah, man. I'm going to let you go, Zach. I'll definitely check out your stream next week. There's another stream I want to check out. Have a good night. I'll definitely message you on Instagram. Later, man. Thank you for joining the live stream, being such a wonderful member of the community, the Zach Attack Nation, and being here for so much of the stream. Yeah, and I'll check out your stream on Friday. With us getting smaller portion of MCU next year, I'm happy to have a few animated projects to keep me entertained. Yeah, we're getting Echo, we're getting the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, we're going to be getting this show, we're getting What If. So we're not getting major live action stuff. We're going to be getting these animated stuff that doesn't have consequences. It look like it doesn't look like the animated stuff has that much consequences. It's just for us MCU geeks to like. So I'm down with that. Hey, Dave Shore said he's down. Obi Thor says, sounds like an awesome idea. Nice. And Kenny Sparks agrees. So yeah, that was rapid fire news. This was a really, really good one. If you are watching this live, stay tuned. We're going to go into the last segment about what's next, what's coming this weekend. If you are watching this on the replay, definitely stay tuned and we'll come in for the next one. But if you're watching this at the chopped up part, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and comment all your thoughts about each new story I covered here and what you think about it and what do you want me to cover next.